Jessica and Christine have been out on the ocean, and now they're back at their apartment. And Christine says to Jessica, "You don't really think that bottle has been in the ocean for a century?" And Jessica holds that bottle up and says, "It sure looks like it has been." Then she reads, what was written on the note in the bottle again. "We have been watching several small boats with motors on them and driven by Oriental men. We have been watching them circling the Titanic. Like sharks. My husband says that he fears this is one of those things where everyone hears about a tragedy, and then someone cries out, 'Oh my God, what have the Chinese done?' I think he was joking. But I'm going to put a note in the bottle, throw it over the side of the boat, but just to be on the safe side. Yes, Jessica and Christine find the truth about the Titanic. Oh, I will watch the Titanic a show every once in a while, like on YouTube. I am Melton, son of a carpenter, married dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne, I'm the son of a carpenter. Yes, I do get to make parables. This is one of them. I'll watch it. Yeah, they were doing a lot of odd stuff from what I hear on that Titanic. Speeding through an iceberg kind of territory. And someone made sure that no one had binoculars, so they can look out for such things like big icebergs. I heard that, a whole lot of staged events, as I call them in our fun street fiction, whole lot of staged events that leading to that, so it makes perfect sense that it is a Chinese Great Wall of Evil managed event. So is your phone not working? I always tell you where my phone, son of a carpenter, married parables that leave off of my mean street fire and brimstone stuff ends. You pick up the phone, you try to call me. Do that right now. 424-229-4140. Make a video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, it's going to be boring. A phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. Whatever boring thing you get, it's not going to be boring if you need a fireman, police, paramedics. And it's money out of your pocket every day. You're calling up countless other customers, you get that boring thing. Your Gates livelihood, your Spectrum livelihood, your Walmart livelihood, whatever this big name in your business, so they can get the business. And yes, when it comes to politics of perhaps 9, 10 years ago, someone was making a whole lot of calls telling everyone they're placing a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Whatever you do, don't vote for that. They might not have the Hussein on the voting machine. It's Barack Hussein Obama. Make sure everybody does not vote for that. If you were doing that and you're getting a whole lot of phones ringing, error message, busy signal, well, now you know why. And yes, I don't approve of the buffoon wrestling guy Trump either, but compared to placing a cowardly Hussein right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins, that's comic relief. Make that video, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, 424-229-4140. Whatever boring thing you get it on video. Post it, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, 100 more. And yeah, we the people must be the reporter, do that. They're not doing the jobs. Call me up for the network news anchors, local news anchors, and all in the public eye, mayors, governors, senators. And tell them, as you're trying to call me in front of them, everything's fake news compared to my family's lifeline not working. This very obvious way, very easily documented way, no certified mail. About those 93 checks of America's lifelines in a decade. Everything's fake news compared to that. They expose our Hollywood news media so we can get real reporters in there. Oh, this is a gruesome a stigmata wound, I call them. I'm some Clark-Ray. I can have stigmata wounds. It's genetics. It's the same as the eyes changing. It doesn't come from outside trauma. It's the work on the spiral staircase that some Clark-Ray here is doing. As far as this question, Jesus' question, is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? Ask and answer it with a video of your hijack call to me. All soldiers, you protect America. That's part of it. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me. See that phone you're making a video of is every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, paramedics, and make a video of it being hijacked. Oh, that's my California Lifeline phone. I don't have it on all the time. 213-675-2138 free phone. Don't have it on all the time, but it does have a call log, and yes, it does take a photo and make a video. All of our phones make videos nowadays. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. Post it. Post and repost those big fives I just showed you, and any of your favorite 93 check videos and images to tell everyone. Oh, this is a 93 check image. So's ask and answer that question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? The heroes of 9/11 on Flight 93 fought back physically against their attackers or terrorists. They also fought back making calls. All of our phones nowadays will make videos. We can now document the terrorists who have hijacked our lifelines and in turn hijacked our presidency. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. And yeah, come see me in person. That's my address, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 49, Los Angeles, California, 90065. And oh yeah, The folks who are worried about you talking to me have been hijacking America's lifelines. Oh, longer than that decade. But yes, they are getting more and more bizarre. I literally called yesterday with a noise complaint, something that the manager had suggested I do. But because she told me her company was told her not to talk to the man who's causing problems. To call the police with that loud thumping bass coming from that apartment. And I called the police non-emergency line. Done it before, and I did it, it quieted down for a little while and came back, so I did it again. And the operator on the second call told me that the police were unable to gain access to this apartment complex, Teague Terrace. And I think a lot of us know it's common knowledge that police and firefighters have ways to get in buildings and make elevators work and all of that kind of stuff. It's something they can do. They don't need a manager to come let them in. But I did give them the manager of Teague Terrace, Bania Mahmood, and not only that, she's on that call box right up at the front. Only front, maybe no, I'm sure they gotta have a back entrance. I've just never been back there to see it. But yeah, they right on the call box. Case of emergency, this is the management. You press the button, make the call. Oh, I'm still not on it. As bizarre as anything, I've asked literally 20 times. Because I get packages, I'm in a wheelchair, it's easier to get that stuff shipped to me. And one of the delivery drivers has been telling me he's unable to get access to the building. Same building down the street or by the same company. And he gets in there, he's got his key to get in. So yeah, it's I added that in my fun but in a serious way to my nightly parable. You know, the shirt off one before I go to bed. That you should call up in particular LA City police officers at home and at work. Put their numbers on the backs of fives. They don't mind me being disturbed at my home here. Put the numbers on the backs of those fives. Every cop of California, and ask, what do you know about John Milton Brady asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for a decade now and not getting one? What you poured in that? Get their reaction. Post. You can call me up, try to call me up via speakerphone with them on the line. You got a phone. Your wife's got a phone, your daughter's got a phone. You're calling them up on speakerphone and ask them, when else would my family's lifeline not be allowed to work because of what is stopping my phone from reaching Milton? If they say it's out of their jurisdiction, then you tell them you have press conferences every day. Tell the world that you're concerned. John Milton Brady has been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for a decade now and hasn't gotten one. No certified mail, no non-certified mail. What is your part, especially with last night, is not just about hatred noise coming from that apartment, that the man in the apartment, because I had been complaining to management over a year, about the noise. Had him beaten on the door, calling me a crippled fuck, and threatening to come up at 3 o'clock in the morning beat on that door. So yeah, that's why I always do that anonymously, and you can. I didn't know you could do that. Of course, they got your phone number on their records there, but you can call them up anonymously and tell them what's going on in your neighborhood. They'll do that. And yeah, ask, why do you know about this man? When else would his lifeline not be allowed to work? My lifeline not be allowed to work? For what reason? Because we're Christians? And they just place that cowardly Hussein in the White House? Get the reaction post all. California law enforcement. And it's the same way I used to do those corrupt, cowardly California cop parable videos, nice little minute ones. And every time that noise was coming through the floor, and it would quiet down for a while, and they'd start back up again. Yes, if you know my fun, the street unseen business stuff, I think the Mormons have something to do with that. And there is also a Muslim presence here at this apartment complex. But yeah, call the police about a noise complaint. They ought to show up, and they ought to be capable of getting in the building. And another thing, I made a video. It started with made an audio, and I made a video of this bizarre stuff. It's like a fax thing, and it's blaring in your ear. I don't know if it is what every caller gets. It's inside too. It says this is for the handicapped, and it makes that bizarre noise for a long time. But it is certainly to dissuade all non-handicapped from waiting online. Did you hear that every minute or so? You hear that every once in a while, and of course you don't want to wait on hold and make your neighborhood or your city a safer place by letting them know about folks behaving in that bizarre fashion, one bizarre fashion or another. Okay, let me do my sugar check, show you the eyes. I'm growing a new pair of eyes. Real stuff. Slowly but surely, I'm going to show you the photos and the with the flash drive, and I got to remember to do that right now. The sugar checker, I'll forget. Apparently, you need a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new body, new pair of eyes, everything. Got to do that to build Jesus's excuse me, immaculate house here on earth. So I'm doing that. What do you think that place needs to inspire the future and the present to greatness with? We'll put the best people in the best art, architecture, science, landscaping, whatever will inspire the future and present greatness, not just what you go to on Sunday or another day of the week. It's homes built to inspire the future and the present greatness with, and yes, Jesus' house is built on truth. Make that video. Have you had that call to me right now? Call up a California cop and ask them, what do you know about this? Get their reactions and post. But yeah, it's not just built on bricks and mortar. Put that video truth in there. And try to call me up to tell me what you believe. Doesn't have to be anything you hear in church. What you believe, and ask me what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house. Then whatever you want to know. And yeah, that's really the censorship. Not being able to reach me to tell me that. what you believe. That's what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. And of course 9/11 was religious censorship. It's the way they conduct their religious censorship, and so was the PC kind. That followed, placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after 9/11, I do mean place. You can't reach me right now. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work, or why else, because you're Christian, you're in the wrong business. Who knows? Whatever, why ever, Americans for unhijacked lifelines of fairly elected officials. For whatever reason your phone's not allowed to work, make the video of it not working. Come see a person, have wit, will travel, show them the perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth, best people to start building with. It's over 20 minutes, so I'm going to show you the ice. I'm supposed to have somebody coming by to draw blood today. You only have to tell that joke perfectly just once. Just get it on video. Your phones make a video nowadays. Never have to tell it again. You can remake it better, of course, but get it right. Get it on video and show it to everybody. And that goes for the serious stuff, what you believe in, what you feel is important. Get that there in a nice short video and show the world. Now this is a image from a photo from about 9 years ago, all brown. It looks a little darker in the Word doc than it actually is, but I found the photo. I hope to get it printed out. But even with a lighter version of it, where you can see a little more of the blue showing through, it's yeah, it was all brown back in Louisiana when they started changing 1996. I'd been that way all my life. Here's from 5 years ago. You can see the smaller, browner circles slowly disappearing, bigger, bluer circles growing in through and around. And I'll show you what they look like right now. The immaculate bathroom. Calmly and patiently waiting in the immaculate apartment for you to come tear down the Great Wall of Evil, which yes places Husseins and Trumps in our White House, and intimidates by saying the police are unable to get into a building. They also keep just me and all of my imagery. Tear down that Great Wall of Evil. Let's get started on those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Oh, that inner portion of the brown seems a lot browner than it was yesterday. And the outer circle is almost, well, I can't see it. It is gone. And yes, you can see the white on the outer side of that brown in the center. Slowly but surely disappearing. Oh, sometimes my brown-eyed DNA and blue-eyed DNA vocal cords get kind of tripped up. Slowly but surely that's going on. Your doctor comes to me first and says, tell me about it, because doctors I have can't talk about the changing eyes. Oh yeah, they can't talk about the 93 checks either. Lots of folks can't do that. So make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. And no police officer has called me up. I can read something by the phone. I'm not exactly sure if it is the right place because of that bizarre stuff. Can't get into a building, but I haven't heard from one cop. This decade I've been asking for a 93 check in California, not one. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines, post it. Print out those big fives, they're 4x6 photos. You can find them in their own folder with a whole lot of other 93 check imagery in other folders. And yes, 24,000, go find something you like, print me out. It's 4x6 photos, and I'll keep you company on that night, on that desk stand and that nightstand, on that tabletop. But you gotta come see me in person if you want to be in that imagery. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. It's a palm tree in Rand Park. It's what these things over here are. Come see me. Let's get started. It's 25 minutes. I gotta shut it down. Try to tell me what you believe. What that place needs to inspire the future and the present greatness with. Yes, Jesus is immaculate house. You can call it an opportunity house. Come see me personally. Tell me what that place needs to inspire the. Besides truth, what it needs to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. And yeah, you can call it an opportunity house. It's for opportunity for a whole lot of folks from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of religions, even to build a better world. Good, honest businessman is an opportunity for them. But I have to call it, Jesus is immaculate house. There will be a test at the end.